では海賊になる。
もしルフィが海兵になったら1日で軍艦の食料庫なくなっちまうぞ。
海賊を相手にするより大変かもしれんの。悪党に同情はねえが家族は違う。
Hey, my dear pirates, here on the channel, Straw Hat One Piece Theories. And in today's video, we're going to talk about one of the biggest clashes that is about to happen in the One Piece manga, which is the fight between Garp and Blackbeard. What can we expect from this epic fight? Will we finally see all of Garp's power in this attempt to save Kobe? Or will Blackbeard defeat another one of the people Luffy loves? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in today's video, but first of all, so if you want to be a pirate king like me and achieve eternal glory, go ahead and press the like button with all the power of your devil fruit, and if you're new here, my dear sailor, already subscribe to the channel and don't forget to activate the notifications bell, okay? Then join this crew that will dominate the entire Grand Line and the New World. Now without further ado, let's get to this epic video. And well, my dear pirates, since the beginning of his journey, Blackbeard, or as many of you know him as Teach, he has always been seeking more and more power no matter what the consequences. Yes, people, Blackbeard is definitely one of the only characters in One Piece who truly pursues what a real-life pirate always craves: power, influence, and fame. Blackbeard sees the world he lives in and tries to take advantage of everything to become more powerful, and as we have seen, there are several times when he puts himself at risk and spares no efforts in fulfilling his goals, if the result is gaining more power. We know that he attacked Shanks because Redhead tried to stop his quest for power in the past. We also know that Blackbeard turned Ace over to the Marines in order to bargain with the world government, not only for the value of Ace's head, as well as we saw Teach finally managed to have the power of Edward Newgate's Earthquake Fruit in his possession, thus becoming the first known character to have the power of 2 Devil Fruits. That is, my dear sailor, Blackbeard sees what he wants, then he goes there and takes for himself what is possible. That's how he acts. And in the current chapters, we saw that Blackbeard became so powerful to the point of facing the Seraphim created by Vegapunk at the same time that he easily defeated the former Shichibukai, Boa Hancock, and if it wasn't for the appearance of Silver's Rayleigh, most likely the Empress of Serpents would have died and lost the power of his devil fruit to Blackbeard. In the same period, Blackbeard kidnapped Kobe, and certainly, similar to what he did with Ace, Blackbeard will have to bargain with the world government and the Navy for Kobe to be released. But we are not sure if this will happen in a certain way in which Kobe makes it out alive. And now recently we are seeing him facing the gang of Heart Pirates, that's Law's gang, to not only steal the powers of the Devil Fruit from Law, but also steal the phonoglyphs and the secrets that Law hides. In other words, my dear pirate, Blackbeard is always looking for more powers and information, and now he has Captain Kobe in his possession, and can also leave the power of Law's Ope Ope no Mi, the Operation Fruit. Putting all these factors together, we see how justifiable the concern that Shanks had in relation to Blackbeard. He tried to warn Whitebeard about the danger that Teach would bring, but unfortunately, Whitebeard was very stubborn in relation to his warning from Shanks, and it ended not only costing his own life, as well as that of his son Ace, and of course, all of this gave Teach even more power. But everything could end up changing in the next chapters of One Piece. As we saw, Shanks is still in a fight against Law. I myself already made some videos talking about several scenarios that this fight could result. I'll leave these videos on the pinned card above, but anyway, there is a possibility that Law will be victorious or even escape from Blackbeard with some information, since he bet everything, even the poneglyphs, in this fight against Teach. However, there is a possibility that not only Law will be defeated in this battle, but that he will end up losing his life, and that will be a big problem because if that happens, possibly Blackbeard will have the power of 3 Devil Fruits, and although we do not know if that's possible, well, coming from Blackbeard, I wouldn't doubt it. So the salvation could really be Vice Admiral Garp, who appeared right at the end of chapter 1071, stating that it is time to save Kobe. But does Garp have what it takes to defeat Blackbeard when even Whitebeard couldn't do it? Well, it is clear that in the fight against Whitebeard, Teach has a lot of advantage because he was already very weakened by his illness, and because he was facing practically the entire army of the Navy. But even so, it cannot be denied that Blackbeard managed to leave alive. So yes, Blackbeard has his merits in that battle. It's like I said, Blackbeard doesn't care about methods on how he will win his fights or how he will get new powers. He doesn't act based on morality. He will do what must be done even if it makes him a coward or an opportunist. That's how he is. And because of that, nowadays, he is one of the most powerful characters in One Piece. And to imagine that Vice Admiral Garp would beat him in a direct fight is a little complicated for me. Well, unless Garp finally reveals his true powers. In this one fight, Blackbeard, as I always like to remember, Oda loves to play with our imagination. He creates his characters in a comic way, and that makes it seem that some characters are weak because they look ridiculous in their way of talking or dressing. However, when we go to see his powers and his ways of fighting, it's exactly at that moment that Oda surprises us, revealing an incredible background about this character, in addition to showing that he is really powerful. As the old saying goes, never judge a book by its cover. Garp may seem just an old man with powers below a simple vice admiral, but he can surprise us. After all, just like Teach and Luffy himself, Garp is also a member of the Family D, and that should not be underestimated, therefore. But of course, we have to take into account that Blackbeard will be the final villain of One Piece, and with that, he will be Luffy's last great enemy. Well, with that idea in mind, we can imagine that even if Garp surprises us, he still won't have enough power to beat Blackbeard, and could even lose his life in the process, and that is exactly where I'd like to get. If Garp fails in this journey of rescuing Captain Kobe from Blackbeard's hands, and who knows how to end up helping Law, even unintentionally, it is possible that Luffy will end up losing another familiar, just as he lost Ace back in Marineford. In fact, things could get even worse. Not only with Garp dying, but with Kobe and Law too. That is, my dear pirates, Luffy could end up having a big loss of 3 people that he really loves, in addition to losing one more person of his family, leaving only his father, Monkey D. Dragon, and Sabo. In other words, Luffy can receive good news or bad news in the next chapters. But now I want to know your opinion on this matter. But of course, if you made it this far, it's because you like the content, so it doesn't hurt to subscribe to our channel and become one more member of our fleet, my dear sailor. And of course, do not forget to press the like button. That helps a lot in spreading the video and the channel. So help us to become the largest fleet of pirates here on YouTube, okay? A big hug for everyone, and until the next video,